True, no good deed goes unpunished. Also not going unpunished, people who paid good money to see this movie. No Good Deed stars Idris Elba and Taraji Henson in a thriller about a woman whose ideal life is interrupted when a strange but charming man shows up at her doorstep after a car accident. It's your typical stranger in the house suspense story, but can the acting prowess of Elba and Henson make it add up to something more? Not really. I mean, don't get me wrong, Idris Elba and Taraji Henson do just fine here. In fact, I'd say Elba is the best thing about the movie. He plays this character with the perfect combination of charm and malice, so that you're never quite sure exactly what's going on in that mind, and at the same time, never confused about what he's doing or the decisions he makes. And if there's any part of the suspense that works, and I think some of it does, it's likely due to his intimidating and manipulative presence. Henson, too, plays her role just fine as the wife whose suspicion of the situation grows and turns into all-out survival for her and her family. So, with both the actors firing on all cylinders, how does this movie fall so flat? Mostly because there's nothing new here. The movie progresses in exactly the way you might expect, which is crazy considering how carefully the producers are supposedly protecting this big plot twist. Now, I already promised no spoiler reviews, so you don't need to worry about me giving away the big reveal, but I have to say, there won't be many audience members who don't see it coming anyway. It's one of those twists that feels so telegraphed and obvious that it becomes distracting and annoying that the movie keeps pretending you don't already know what it is. It's easily the worst thing about the movie and adds to a feeling of inevitability and boredom, waiting for the movie to catch up. Plus, it doesn't help that everything else about this movie feels so derivative. The disconnected husband, the flighty friend, the cut phone lines. Speaking of which, in this day and age of cell phones, is there even any point in cutting phone lines anymore? Seriously, let's say you have a landline and you're running to find that phone in an emergency. The point is, all of this predictability and rehashing only serves to make the audience feel like the movie is that kid hiding under the blanket thinking they can surprise you. Sorry, we see the giant lumps. I mean, we can act surprised if that will make you feel better, but we all saw it coming. When all is said and done, No Good Deed is a derivative movie whose attempt to surprise is short-circuited by its lack of creativity. It's only because its stars somehow still give decent performances that it survives with a C-. Thanks for checking out this Your Movie Friend review. You can stay tuned for this review's best ever challenge here in a second. But first, I want to throw some stuff up over here that you can click on. If you'd like to subscribe, which I'd very much appreciate, you can do that by clicking the big gray subscribe button. And if you want to see more, well, I've also got reviews out this week for The Identical, Dolphin's Tale 2, and The Drop. You can also click the logo right up here to go to the all-new YourMovieFriend.com, where you can find a searchable database of reviews, as well as the written text of these videos. And finally, this review's best ever challenge. This is where you name the best movie ever in a particular category and also try to identify my choice. What is the best Idris Elba movie ever? I'm going with the one with the hammer-wielding behemoth who isn't from Asgard, because they're robots.